change? Well, there's so much we can do about it, I suppose, in terms of ecologically assisting with our lifestyle, you know, which I think possibly I do in small ways. I mean, climate change is occurring because of, what, holes in the ozone layer? And are we causing that with, you know, all the chemicals and everything going in the air? Yeah. So, I don't know.
Well, I think making recycling easier and trying to get a bit more involved in global climate processes, because New Zealand doesn't have an impact. I mean, even if everyone here recycles, it's not going to make a change in the world.
Acknowledge it? I don't know. I think there's not really a lot of clarity about what climate change is. I think particularly in media, where we might most easily have access to that information. I think that it's something that's sensationalised, and I don't know to what extent rightly sensationalised. So I think, I don't know, just making information more readily available perhaps. And I think there's this rhetoric surrounding it that it's not something an individual can respond to, it's something a government has to respond to. And so I think maybe saying, actually, you know, what you do in the face of it does make a difference. It's not just sort of like drops in the ocean, to speak.
I think there's a whole lot of talk that everybody's talking about, but nobody's ready to do any change at all. You know, not even ourselves. You know, we can talk and say, yeah, we want to make a change and cut back in things, but if it comes down to the crunch, we still like to drive. We don't want to walk. We don't want to ride a bike. You know, no one's real. Yeah.
Depends. Central government for New Zealand, probably nothing. We're not that huge a contributor of, you know, greenhouse gases for climate change, so I don't know. Is it really worth investing all that money for the minor impact we will make when other countries which have far huger impacts aren't going to invest the same? So
how people do, like making room for housing and all that, if they don't cut the vegetation and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, obviously there is going to be an eco change. So my personal opinion is we have to address it now, because it will impact a lot of, you know, not just the human being, but other things like the bird.
Well, if you're looking at it from a government point of view, you would have to say there's some sort of long-term planning considerations that need to be made. And we're essentially a coastal community. So without knowing exactly what the answer is, I guess my opinion is some form of long-term thinking needs to be made.
I think actually more education needs to be done so that more people get involved and become aware of the little things that they can be doing to make a difference, even if it comes down to as simple as businesses recycling and whatnot, and just small differences that add up. Children learning about saving water, organic eating, stuff like that. Yeah, I think it probably all comes back to education, so getting more people on board.
We need to conserve our energy. We need to continue with the clean, green New Zealand theme throughout. Wellington in particular can take that on and move from that. I think we've always prided ourselves in New Zealand as being in the forefront of making clean and green. I think that should continue.
It's a hard one. There's not like a straight answer for it. It's a combination of things. You'll have to, I don't know, like it's a team effort. One person just can't change. You've got to get everybody agreeing to doing something. So yeah, I'm not sure what the answer is for that.
I don't really know what we can do about it. I mean, we can think about what we're doing to the ozone layer. I don't really know.
I guess there are people that, you know, they're aware of stuff that's happening, and it is something that we are all aware of, I guess. Just monitoring it, keeping an eye on the situation, you know.
Take care of the climate. You know, start with the big companies. That's maybe also a big point. Of course, start with your own. But I don't believe that the real government, not only in New Zealand but all worldwide, are really think about the problem. So start with the big things, you know, like, I don't know how to say it in English, like the cars, like the big industry and everything. It's still, you know, sometimes you see a fridge, it's going with energy, it's better, and they are cars and electrician, but the big industries, there's the problem, I think. So I think we should change that.